who seemed to be a being of visible yet ethereal structure, and who did not appear to be of human shape.
Hey there, welcome to Synth Seeker. My name is Luke. Let's see. Today is departure. We're going to do something a little different today. I have seen a lot of videos online because I go looking for, music theory stuff. I'm always trying to expand my own sort of understanding of what's going on there. I got a long way to go. But talking about modes, we've talked about modes before a little bit. Generally, when I'm talking to you guys about modes, I'm talking about, I'll say key, right? Or the scale that you work in. And I do advocate that if you're going to start making music, you're going to be practicing, pick a key and work within it. Now, the modes are also scales or keys. I'm not going to get into the details of that. You can go look up diatonic modes. If you search for Signal Music Studio or Signals Music Studio on YouTube, guy Jake Lizio over there is probably the best sort of music theory teacher for me personally at the level I'm at and getting me up to where I'm at and then carrying beyond. You should check him out. It's a really good channel. He has a series of videos on scales, keys, modes. Do check them out. But modes, one of the modes that you may see some videos on, and I've been seeing videos on it lately, is the Locrian mode. Locrian. And Locrian is often described as the dark mode, the hard mode, and not from a difficult perspective, but Locrian is can be dissonant, hard to work with, right? And so just to challenge myself, today it's Sunday. I just had coffee and donuts with my father, my family, and now is when I would normally practice playing. And so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do a little bass guitar with a Taurus pedal under it, a little prog rocky kind of feel. I'm going to practice playing for a little while, but I'm going to do it in the Locrian mode. So what I've dialed in here on my grid control, if you're using a Push or a Launchpad Pro Mark III or any of the Launchpads that have note modes or any grid controller that'll throw a sort of a fourths-based scale up, I'm going to put it into Locrian mode, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, I'm working in F Locrian. All right, so that's the Locrian mode. And I'm just going to jam out in this. Now, one of the things I've sort of come across is when you're working in a mode with or a key, a scale, you've got a root note. In this case, it's F. And we're going to sort of work around F. We're going to jam around F in this mode, and it's going to sound dark, right? It sounds evil. I like that about this Locrian mode, especially with this bass sound. But as call that the A part. When I'm playing and sort of improvising, I'm going to do a few other places, work on a few other places within the mode. And you guys with more music theory knowledge than me, you can explain this to me. Sometimes when I move off of the root and I start hovering around other areas of the mode, I guess I'm shifting the tonal center away from the root to some other place. What was a difficult, hard to harmonize sort of Locrian mode becomes a really beautiful and gentle sounding. I think we might be, maybe transposition is the right word. Are we transposing into another place? Are we modulating to another place to move that tonal center? I don't know. But like if I'm hovering around this F and playing the Locrian sort of scale, it's going to sound dark, right? And I like Berlin School, and I like this sort of black metal sort of sound as well. So we're going to merge those together a little bit. We're going to call this, instead of Berlin School, this will be Cthulhu School. Right? That's the joke. I'll put that up on the thumbnail. This is Cthulhu School sort of practice jam session. And then when I move some things around to other sort of areas, other tonal centers in Locrian, it can actually sound really beautiful. All right, that's enough yammering. Let's make some noise, okay? Let's see. I need a metronome in my headphones because my timing is atrocious. get these pretty sort of B parts too, right? I think I've moved the tonal center. All right. Ooh, so my fingers are getting tired. I'm out of practice. So that's Locrian, right? You can go from this really sort of dissonant, really sort of dark, sort of black metal-y sort of root thing, but get into these, you know, move the tonal center, I think is what I'm doing, away from the root to another place. Or maybe I'm modulating out of that key into another mode. But I don't know, you fill me in. But it's super fun. I like Locrian. What I would like, if you want, you guys take, you know, we're making Berlin School quite often. Choose Locrian as your mode. And, you know, take that sort of black metal feel and mix it with your Berlin School. And maybe we're making Cthulhu School, right? That's the thumbnail. Make some Cthulhu School style electronic music. Use Locrian Mode as your scale, all right? That's about it. I'm going to keep practicing. You guys, it's probably boring enough for you, but I thank you for watching. And as always, you have been here watching Synth Seeker. Have a great week.